10 Guyanese women murdered in 5 months. One woman being murdered at the hands of her partner is one too many, but 10 in the first 5 months of this year has set off alarm bells. It all started on January 2nd, when 26-year-old Stacy Singh, a mother of 2 small children, was stabbed repeatedly in the back and left face down at her Richmond Hill home. Her abusive husband hanged himself from a tree in a city park. Days after, 21-year-old Lorinda Thomas of Baramita, Northwest District, succumbed at a hospital after her reputed husband, Dhanraj Teophilus, allegedly dealt her a severe beating. According to reports, the young woman was beaten after a night of drinking with relatives and was left lying unconscious at the corner of a road. Even the elderly are not spared. Ursilla Patteran, 68, a pensioner of Belle West Housing Scheme, was murdered on March 14. The woman's body was discovered in a sitting position on a chair in her house with a wound to the neck and one to her head. She was found by a neighbor who said that the victim woman had a pen and book on her lap when she was found. The motive for her killing remains unknown, and the case remains unsolved. On March 31, Orwain Sandy, a GDF captain, allegedly shot and killed his reputed wife, Reona Payne, in broad daylight in Alexander Village. It was reported that Sandy was allegedly abusive towards Payne for years before the killing. The alleged killer surrendered to police after fatally shooting her 14 times. The matter is currently before the court. Guyanese women living abroad were also slain. In Barbados, on April 14, Onica King, a 36-year-old Guyanese cosmetologist, was brutally murdered at her workplace. Persaud was killed after leaving her abusive relationship. Persaud went to live with her sister, and her abusive partner followed and killed her. Diana Hernandez did not live to tell the story of what transpired the night before her death. She was killed on April 26 by Nigel Glasgow, an abattoir employee. Glasgow also killed their 3 dogs and then set a neighbor's house alight before ingesting a poisonous substance. He later succumbed. In a mysterious twist, on April 30, Rosemary Rudder, a 32-year-old woman of Eccles, East Bank Demerara, was found dead. It is alleged that she was strangled by her lover after she reportedly barged in on him and saw him with another woman. The alleged lover has been charged. A few days ago, the country was shaken to its core by the recent murder of 20-year-old Deoranie Priya Inderpaul of 123 Hope Lowland, East Coast Demerara. She was stabbed to death by her reputed husband, with whom she had broken off the relationship with just 3 weeks before. The suspect, Doodnauth Ramlall, a 28-year-old laborer of 324 Hope Lowland, ECD, then ingested 3 carbon tablets and succumbed while receiving treatment at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, GPHC. According to information, the woman was at home with her 2-year-old son when she was confronted by Ramlall, who dealt her several stabs about her body. The murder of Deoranie came just 1 week after another woman was allegedly submerged by her reputed husband hours after she visited him at his Plantation Walk, New Housing Scheme, EBD home. Lorinda Thomas, the victim, had ended the abusive relationship some 8 weeks prior to her death. On the day of her demise, Thomas went to visit her husband to reconcile with him. The 2 had an argument, after which he allegedly held her down in a nearby gutter, causing her to drown. The woman's relatives, after realizing that she had not returned home, went in search of her and discovered her lifeless body in a gutter. Her reputed husband was arrested and charged for the capital offense and is currently on remand. These killings are occurring with impunity because there is no concrete comprehensive prevention plan to arrest and stem the tide of violence against women and girls, said Nicole Cold, clinical social worker and women's rights activist. Cole stated that it is a violation of women's human rights as enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, to which violence against women is the most pervasive. She added that the state has a duty to protect women because it has signed and ratified the CEDAW Convention, which is enshrined in the Constitution of Guyana. There must be prevention at the primary, secondary and tertiary levels, which requires human and financial resources, Cole added. Cole stated that in 2013, the former government held a national conference on interpersonal violence to which 55 recommendations were crafted. Thereafter, a National Committee for the Prevention of Interpersonal Violence was instituted and began to function in 2014. However, when new government came in office, it ceased functioning. Cole stressed that Guyana needs to do more advocacies on a monthly basis and everyone should wear orange to fight violence against women.